Yeah, I think there are definitely some things that are near and dear to us. You take sole possession of first place in the regular season conference play. So yeah, it's a big deal. We want to win championships, and in order for us to, not be looking at the standings the way that we would if we lose the basketball game is, it's tough. So we'll give it a good go.
Don, you've got a core group of players that have played in the biggest of games, but with this game during the regular season, is there maybe a little different buzz about it amongst the players?
No, I mean it's a big. They know it's a big game. I think the UConn game helped us just prepare a little bit better, just mentally, for going in there, and it's a sold out arena, and just the hype of it. So we just went through it. So I think it's helpful. I don't know what LSU is feeling right now, but it's a big game, and hopefully both teams play and put on a show for our sport.
Don't look at Angel Reese. What's the biggest key to stopping her?
I mean, there really isn't any stopping her. I think with somebody like Angel, you got to make her play on both sides because she's super active, she's relentless, she goes hard all the time. So we gotta try to make sure that we use all our depth to show her different looks, lean on her a little bit, just try to tire her out a little bit. But she's just a machine when it comes to rebounding the basketball and just winning. She's a competitor.
Going off of that, you guys played against her last year when she was at Maryland, and they came here. Just what kind of maybe leaps has she made in her game? Of course, she's the numbers have skyrocketed. But are there any differences from last year to this year with her?
I mean, I just more opportunity, I would say, and she had a lot of opportunity at Maryland, but she's the centerpiece of it all. And sometimes when you take on that, for players like Angel Reese, she thrives in it, and because of that, she's outdone her production at Maryland.
A lot of talk about that matchup in the paint with Boston Reese, but how about Alexis Morris on the wing, kind of the perimeter? What's the challenge in slowing her down?
That one scares me there. She does. She really does. She's efficient. She can create her own shot. She's able to facilitate. I mean, she's been in this league for a long time, and she knows it. And she's just good. She's very, very efficient. Like she scares me. Like her production scares me because there's no flaws in her game. Like she finds the right people, she makes the right decision, and she can flat out shoot the basketball. She score. She can score it however she wants to score it. She can score.
Dawn Angel said this week she was thinking hard about South Carolina when she was leaving Maryland. That probably would have caused you some roster issues down low, wouldn't it?
No. There's always room for an Asian Reese. There's always room for him. We would figure it out. We'd put it in a way that it makes sense for everybody.
Yeah.
Because you can't really pass that talent up.
Yeah, I know we all see it as Aaliyah and Angel. How do you think Aaliyah handles it? I mean, does she look at it that way, that she's going up against Angel, one of the best players in the SEC?
I don't know. I think the bottom line is Aaliyah wants to win. Like she wants to win. Like I look at her last night and I'm like, man, you want the double? She's like, yeah, but no, like she wants it, but I mean, I wasn't going to play her for an entire fourth quarter, but I did give her a minute or two to see if she can get those 2 rebounds, and she didn't get it, quickly. So I was just like, I'm not going to take a chance on it. And I talked to her, and she was good with it.
Don, you talk a lot about your starters, but your bench has been tremendous, especially in big-time games. I'm sure you're preaching this week. This is another opportunity for them to come up big for you, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the habits, they've created an incredible habit for us to create some separation. Like when we insert them in a game, we separate ourselves in points and rebounds, and defensively, I think we sometimes get better. It may not be the same look, but we sometimes get better because we could be a little bit more disruptive.
Don, you already talked about Alexis Morris, things that she can do. Obviously, they also have Flau'jae Johnson back there in that backcourt. Like, what kind of dynamic does that bring when she's also a reliable scoring option for them?
I mean, they're they put a starting five on the floor that can score. They all can score. They all can rebound. They're connected. They've won 23 games in a row, so they have some chemistry that they formed that makes them a darn good basketball team. So, I'm happy that we get the opportunity. I do. Our league, this showcases our conference in a way that we haven't ever in this fashion. So I think it's great.
Don, going back to Aaliyah, she seems to just elevate against the ranked teams. What is it from a mental aspect that she tells herself to step up when she has to when the lights are the brightest?
I don't think she tells herself anything besides this is my standard. This is what I need to do to win basketball games, and she goes out and does it. I mean, it's quite incredible because she still plays the same way, but somehow she gets to be a little more efficient, and she gets maybe 4 or 5 more rebounds than she usually does. She wants it. I mean, she's able to defend switches. I mean, it's quite beautiful to see such a young person perform. When the kitchen's the hottest.
Don, how fitting is it that this game is on Super Sunday? 2 undefeated teams, Player of the Year candidates, Hall of Fame coaches. I mean, it seems like this is just perfect.
I'll let you know after the game, right? I'll let you know how perfect it is after the game. If we win, it's perfect. If we don't, but it's cool. Like it's women's basketball, at its finest, and we're just really lucky that we've performed the way we have, and then LSU's performed, and it's super cool that we can highlight our conference because we've done some incredible things. Like this conference prepares you for moments like this. It prepares you to win national championships. It prepares you to do a lot of different things because of the competition that brews every night, and then it builds to this moment. So it's cool.
Don, going off that, are you surprised College Game Day didn't choose this as one of the sites to come to?
No.
Why?
Why? Probably because it came last year.
Have you already told the team no overtime? You got places to be.
I'll take an overtime win. I will take an overtime win. But they're ready to go. Like they are. They practice extremely well and focused, and we got one more day to prep, and look forward to prep day and then Sunday.
Hey, I hear you're getting a statue here around town. What's that?
Yeah.
What is that? How does that feel like?
I mean, I really didn't want a statue. Honestly, I did not want a statue because that's an Asia Wilson thing. But when they just told me what the percentage of women that get statues, less than 1%, I'm gonna do it for the next woman that's in a position that probably deserves it a lot more than I do to get it, and to make her family happy, to make other women, to be a dream merchant for other women, if that's what they want, And I don't know if it's a goal of someone to say, oh, I want a statue. Like, I don't think that's ever a goal of anyone, but it does allow you to appreciate, and everyone else to appreciate your body of work.
Any thoughts on?
Sorry, we gotta wrap it up. The men are gonna start in a second.
Cool. I had a quick question. I was gonna say, any thoughts on the design of the statue? On what you want to say?
No, Ari Moore is actually the person that helped design the Asia Wilson. I don't want to be on a committee. Actually, I might have to because I've seen some bobbleheads out there. Terrible, boy.
Oh yeah, you can't have that.
Oh God. So
what kind of shoes will the statue be wearing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
As long as we get the fit right.
right.